It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Jet, Kenny Smith.
Fired.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our broad. Now it's into. Boy, that's fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you so much. What better way to learn from your mistakes? And KG, you're retired from the game now, and you're stepping into the broadcast business a little bit now, aren't you?
Man, you see me?
Like it? How do you like it?
You know what? Area 21 is something that is authentic. It's me. I'm having a great time watching the games. It's really cool being a fan now. I can root for people I want to root for. I don't have to worry about preparing and who I'm going to guard. And I'm getting the tea. So, you know what? It's a great time. It's work. You know, it's not just you go on there and you have a bunch of fun. You know, we actually get some things done, and but we have a great time, man.
You're a natural.
Hey, Kev, listen, watching you, being around you, you know, man, the great, rest in peace to Craig, you know, Ernie, Charles, all these great influences, man, has definitely helped. Not just me, but our younger generations of broadcasters, man. It's totally, I didn't see this being my lane, but I'm having fun with it.
Doing a great job. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Antetokounmpo is out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Murray. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5. 4 on the shot clock. Murray, good. Kevin, especially back in Minnesota, you have some Hall of Fame battles with a guy named Tim Duncan. Talk about what those games, what those matchups were like.
Timmy's very crafty, man. Our battles used to just, especially as young guys, man. Young guys trying to establish themselves in a gritty league at the time, full of some older, dominant names at the time. Michael Jordan, Elijah Malone. You know, the time where the forward position was a very, very tough position. But Timmy was one of them ones, man. Used angles very well. Was very long. Had a lot of counters. Very strong, and had an inner beast that people really didn't really talk about because you didn't really necessarily hear or see it. But man, Timmy's one of the best, man. It's not by coincidence. He's one of the ones.
The drive by Green, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Green's got his first points in this one. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnover.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Turner with the screen. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Outside Rondo. Durant with it, now guarded by Antetokounmpo.
That was not the best screen in the world, clearly. Got to credit the defense for keeping after the shooter and making it difficult for him.
That one drops for him.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Here's Rondo. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And at his best is Rondo when he's attacking in the paint. Beautiful little floater there. Easy to get it up and over the defense.
Turner with a screen for Murray. Back to Turner. Cauley Stein, a screen. The score now all even. Brogdon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Rondo kicks to Mirotic. Now the feed to Markkanen. There's 37 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And the wide open shot from Green. A three-pointer off the mark. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo passes to Murray. Turner with the screen. Murray, no good.
And, you know, the defense knew how to play at that time. Liked how they made their presence felt without committing the foul. And, you know, it's obvious he's a talented scorer. I mean, that's a given. A guy you can depend on and get it done in a lot of ways.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And let's... Pacers trail by 3. Kevin, with intentional fouling, with poor free throw shooters being sent to the line currently, the hack of Drummond, hack of Shaq, I mean, all this stuff, hack of DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on all that?
You know what? I like it. You know what it's going to do? It's
part of the strategy?
It's going to put the strategy, and this is part of it. And you know what you got to do? It's going to make all those guys you just named work on their free throw. Because if any advantage that you have in the game, coaches are going to expose it. Coaches are going to expose all weak points, as they should, as any sport. And as any great is going to expose any weaknesses in defenses, is going to look to expose those things. So this is one of the things that dictates the game, and these guys are going to have to be better. It's going to push them. It's going to make them better players.
We've got Durant. Markkanen is out there with Mirotic. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Green in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. There's the screen. Rondo kicks to Markkanen. Outside Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's up a 3. Rondo, no good. Indiana leading. Kevin, growing up watching the game of basketball, who were some of your earliest influences?
My early influences in the game of basketball was Magic Johnson, obviously Michael Jordan, and then Chris Webber. Chris Webber, Malik Sealy was kind of like the younger generation of my inspiration. Yeah. St. John's was one of the destinations. Michigan was one of my college destinations. So those guys were my natural inspirations early on when I was young.
Markkanen sets the pick for Green. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
And Turner kicks to Antetokounmpo. And Turner throws it down.
And the vision of the Greek Freak easily spotting his wide-open teammates thanks to that height of his.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
For 3, Durant sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Durant's got 12.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Murray with it. He's got 8. Dishes it to Cauley-Stein. Shot clock at 6. From 13. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Cauley-Stein's got his second bucket of the night.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
Great to have you with us, KG, and enlightening experience. Come back and join us sometime, okay?
Thank you, man. I appreciate it anytime.
You were terrific. You were terrific.
Great, K-Hall. You always made me look good, man. Since '95, man. We've been doing this a long time, my dude.
Great to see you.
Thank you, dog.
Always fun to have Kevin Garnett on the set, Clark. You can tell he was in high spirits as usual. Have to respect his continued zeal for the game.
Yeah, he's never lacked for passion or zeal. It's been part of what's made him such a great player, a Hall of Famer in the future. And I don't think that's ever going away. I mean, he's really a kid at heart, and he played the game that way, which was a pleasure to watch. And man, it's been really cool seeing him do what he did as an NBA player and actually giving back to some of the younger guys that are coming up in the league now.
And here is Brogdon. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the shot falls short this time. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He ended up with 15 points and 1 rebound. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
Well, they're not matching up well defensively, giving up a lot of open looks.
And we're just about ready for the start of the
We come back to Minnesota now with a striking look at the 10th Avenue Bridge, downtown Minneapolis, off in the distance. And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Murray. Then it's Turner. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the small forward. Green dishes to Rondo. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Murray kicks to Antetokounmpo. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory.
Looking at Malcolm Brogdon, the first thing that jumps out at you is his poise. He's steady, unflappable, never in a rush, always playing at his own pace. And for a young player, that's not something you see very often.
Antetokounmpo against Durant. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's covered closely. Clock at 4. Shoots a 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Well, the effort plainly was not there. I mean, they often settled for tougher, lower percentage shots, and that makes it hard to win.
Right at the free throw line, stolen by Markkanen. Rondo against Brogdon. Outside, Green. There's the screen. Outside, Rondo. And the Pacers with the longest standing ownership in the NBA.
And that's a lot to be proud of for Pacers fans. I mean, Indiana, a state that loves basketball. And the Pacers haven't won fewer than 32 games since 1989. So they're always in the fold in terms of being competitive. And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
He feeds it to Green. Mirotic the screen. Durant for 3. No good. Shot missing. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. That gives them the lead. 6 points for Willie Cauley-Stein.
And the clever passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the court.
Rondo kicks to Durant. Markkanen sets the pick for Durant. Markkanen in the corner. Over Cauley-Stein. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by Durant. Markkanen's got it all tied up now for Minnesota. Cauley-Stein a screen. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And we watch Giannis out there. He just looked unstoppable, Greg, at times. The way he's able to attack the rim, the blend of size, speed, and length is just unparalleled in the NBA.
And it's the movement that throws you off with Giannis. One step, and he's gone from the 3 line to the rim. There isn't any way to stop someone that skilled who's that big.
Markkanen passes to Rondo. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And how good is Rondo in terms of the focus at the rim? Doesn't matter how much contact there is. He's just got that ability to finish.
You know, Clark, at the end of last season, the Timberwolves unveiled this new logo they're sporting this season. They felt it was time for an update, and you have to say it looks pretty sharp.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, most teams in the NBA want to mix their logo up every so often to keep it modern and up to date and fresh. The Wolves have a young group and felt it was the right time to re-examine the logo, and I can't argue with them. Sometimes a little change like that can pay big dividends.
Pass to Green. Kicks it to Durant. Over onto Tecumbo. Again, Durant missing.
That's what they want. A good look from the mid-range game. Hey, but unfortunately, they came up empty.
And we've reached the end of the third. The Timberwolves on top. They're up by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Keep the ball moving. Quick decisions.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Mirotic out there with Markkanen. Then it's Green. Then it's Durant. And it's Rondo in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Durant. Makes it off the glass. Durant's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Minnesota.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Turner dishes to Cauley-Stein. And he gets it to go.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And, Greg, you know that's never a bad idea to be the aggressor. I mean, what a ball game we've got going on here, guys.
Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
You know, when Markkanen's in this deep, he should be dunking it every time. I like to see him use his size like that.
Down low, here's Turner, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Rondo kicks to Green. Outside Durant. Mirotic, a screen on Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo. I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
Durant just inside the line, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
He's such a clutch shooter, Kevin. He just lives for the big shot.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the basket is good.
And Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, showing again how committed he is when he takes that ball inside off the drive.
Green passes to Markkanen. Green kicks to Durant. 5 to shoot. Over onto Tecumbo. That doesn't go either for Durant. Indiana's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Murray, no good.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Outside for Rondo. Green, the screen, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Indiana trailing here. Murray, the pass to Brogdon. The dish to Antetokounmpo. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 4th assist in this one. Green, the screen. Rondo dishes to Green. Pass to Durant. Over over onto Kumbo. Offensive rebound. Here's Rondo. Tries hit again. Durant kicks to Rondo. Mirotic the screen. Back to Durant. For the three. And another shot. Count it. And 11 teams for a three-point play. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're trailing by 3. 44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And when a player scores over half his team's points, you know he's going to be our pick. Even when he's been the exclusive focus of the defense, they just haven't been able to keep him in check. A tremendous individual effort.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Older.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. This is still a close game, and he told us guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
Antetokounmpo against Durant. Up again. Goes up again. Nails it. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're behind by 2. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchor it in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
Minnesota calls timeout. Durant the pass to Green. Green the screen. Shoots from 12. It's good!
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You just got to marvel at his greatness.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for